Hi, my name is Brigetta, and I want to spend a moment telling you a little bit about myself and my story. So, I have had chronic stomach problems pretty much most of my entire adult life. Chronic problems that were with my stomach that were unpredictable. So it was pretty uncomfortable. And so I'd gone to, of course, numerous doctors, and, they did all types of tests. I remember getting an upper GI series, a bunch of different tests. They weren't really that invasive, but they were costly. And at the end of the day, I didn't have a diagnosis. It didn't really change anything. So I was still plagued with the stomach problems, and I did have some medicines that I could take. But I happened upon a documentary just randomly, and it intrigued me, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. So in 2019, I became a whole food, plant-based vegan just overnight. And right away, I saw results. I stopped having the stomach problems. That happened. They went away right away. So instead of having stomach pain, my stomach felt great. I felt great. I felt energized after a meal. No longer needed to take a nap or take something for my stomach. A lot of different issues went away. Seasonal allergies went away. No sinusitis. The migraines went away. The eczema went away. And then I realized that I had lost 30 pounds and I wasn't even trying to lose weight. So that was a whole new thing. My life changed. Everything changed for the better. And now I help women ages 50 and over who are interested in a plant-based lifestyle so that they might improve their health. It's been awesome for me, and I want that for anybody who wants to make a change. So if any of this is of any interest to you, welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Brigetta Newman. The channel is The Vegan Handbook, where we discuss all things vegan, from dining out, traveling while vegan, and vegan meal plans and meal prepping that you can do at home, even if you're not a chef. Okay? I assure you it's that easy, because I'm not a chef. I'm not someone who loves to cook, but I do cook a lot of my own meals. So one of the things, when people find out that I don't eat animal products, one of the first things that they ask me is, what do you eat and how do you get protein? And so that's something that people think that protein has to come from an animal, and that's a myth. So let's talk about some of the myths versus the facts. So myth number one, only meat has enough protein. And that's a myth. It's not true. The fact is, plants are full of proteins. Myth number two, women need an extra amount or huge amounts of protein. And that the fact is that most women need only 46 to 60 grams per day of protein. The third myth, plant protein isn't complete. And the fact is that there are some that are not complete proteins. These are some that are complete proteins, and the list starts with quinoa, edamame, tofu, tempeh, miso. Those are all soy products. Hemp seeds, chia seeds, buckwheat. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Amaranth, spirulina, and nutritional yeast. So those that I just listed are complete proteins on their own. But if you consume a variety of different foods, you'll be sure to get all of the amino acids that you need to complete your protein. So, and you can use everyday protein sources like beans, lentils, again, tofu and tempeh, quinoa, oats, whole grains, nuts and seeds, nut butters, and then veggies like spinach, like broccoli and peas, the things that everyone's pretty much familiar with. So plant protein powders, people like to use those. They'll put in their smoothies sometimes, or some kind of liquid that they're drinking. But protein, we do need it. It gives us energy, strength, hair. It helps with our hair and our skin and our muscle tone. It does serve a vital purpose for us. You can add protein throughout your day instead of focusing on just one meal, one big meal with protein. You can add it in easily throughout your day. You can really think of putting protein on every plate every time you eat. So you can add beans or lentils to your soups and to your salads. You could swap out rice for quinoa. You can snack on something like roasted chickpeas. It's really simple to roast them and they have a lot of flavor. Nuts, seeds, or you can have hemp seed or chia or nut butters. You can put that into your smoothie or add that into the smoothie that we're already making. You can thrive on plants and get all of the protein that you need. So every meal is a chance to not just to take care of your hunger, but it's a chance to nourish your body. Okay? Plant-based doesn't mean that you have less strength. What it has meant for me is that I have more energy, more vibrancy, and it gives me the opportunity to have more life. So let me give you an example of what a one day meal, my meal plan might look like with a plant-based menu. So for breakfast, you might have a tofu scramble with spinach with whole grain toast. So this is something that I actually like to make. Tofu, if you used a half a block of tofu, that would be 20 grams of protein. Spinach, if you use 1 cup, that would be 5 grams of protein. And then the whole grain toast, 2 slices, that would be 7 grams of protein. So that breakfast would be 32 grams of protein. Let's say you had a snack, and your snack was a smoothie. The smoothie had unsweetened soy milk, like 1 cup of soy milk would be 7 grams of protein. You might throw in some hemp seeds, maybe, for instance, 3 tablespoons, and that would be 10 grams of protein. You might add bananas and berries, that would be 2 grams of protein. And so that would be 19 grams for your snack. Let's say you had lunch with quinoa, lentil salad. The quinoa would be 8 grams. The lentils would be 18 grams. That's 1 cup of lentils. And let's say you added in some mixed vegetables, broccoli and peppers. That would be 4 grams of protein. So that would make a total of 30 grams for your lunch. And a lot of times people will have a second snack. Again, roasted chickpeas. If you had 1 cup of roasted chickpeas, that would be 14 grams of protein. And so we haven't had dinner yet. So dinner would be, let's say you did a tempeh stir fry with brown rice. The tempeh, 1 cup is 31 grams of protein. And you use brown rice. So 1 cup of cooked brown rice is 5 grams of protein. Veggies, broccoli, carrots, snow peas, 4 grams of protein. So that's a total of 40. So for the day with all of those meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks, that's 135 grams of protein, which is well above the average woman's daily needs. Again, the average woman needs, I believe it was 46 to 60 grams of protein. So really a protein deficiency, it's not a thing in the US. It's just not something that really happens. And so, I hope that's helped someone, helps clarify, your concern if you were worried about that, not getting enough protein. Now, this is not medical advice. I am not a medical professional. You, of course, would want to contact your physician before making any dietary changes. Again, I'm not in the medical field. I'm just a woman who was tired of being sick. And I changed my diet, and my health improved drastically. And so I basically, I hope that this helps someone, but I basically want to share my experience and hope that, it will motivate someone to look at some other options for themselves. So I do have a free 7-day meal planner that you can download. Go to the school platform and look for the Vegan Handbook, and you will find that there on my site. Again, on school, the Vegan Handbook. Okay? So don't forget to like and subscribe, and share this video with someone who you think deserves to feel awesome inside and out. So thank you for listening. Take care, and take good care of yourself. And I'll see you soon.